Hydrates. Hydrates are compounds that have a specific number of water molecules attached to them. So, for example, when in its normal state, each unit of copper 2 sulfate, so if I were to spell that out, copper 2, Roman numeral 2, sulfate, which means copper has a charge of 2 positive, and sulfate has its usual charge of 2 negative, so it's going to be CuSO4, has 5 molecules of water attached to it, associated with it, or attached to it. So I would draw that as CuSO4 with this dot here, 5H2O, which symbolizes that there are 5 water molecules attached to it. This name, the name of this system, would be called copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. Penta standing for 5 and hydrate standing for the water molecules that are attached to it. Now, these water molecules can be driven off by heating, so the water molecules can move away from the copper sulfate pentahydrate and become anhydrous copper sulfate. So anhydrous means without the water. So the water that was once associated with it is now gone from it. So those water molecules are no longer associated with it. So hydrates in those forms are that they have a specific number of water molecules and have a name that signifies pentahydrate, that signifies that there are water molecules attached to it, and the symbol CuSO4 with this dot here, and it tells you the number of water molecules that are attached to it, has a name, pentahydrate, but it also has a name when those water molecules are not associated with it, and this is called anhydrous copper sulfate. Now, because this is important to know that sometimes copper sulfate will look blue when it has water associated with it, but when you use heat to get rid of that water, to disassociate the water from it, it actually is white. So some different properties are associated, and different physical properties are associated with the loss of water or the retention of water in hydrates. So, and in hydrates we can also know that the percent of water that's in it and the percent of the compound that is in the whole hydrate.